Hello, it is Thursday, November 20th, 2025, and this is your reading for today. I hope that you're well. I hope you come in good spirits, and let's get started. First, I pulled the tarot. I pulled the Four and the Five of Pentacles, and this is interesting too. One thing that I love about tarot is that every deck is unique, right? But this one right here, it kind of has like serpent vibes. Like the echidna is actually a spiny anteater. She doesn't really look like an anteater, but anyways, they're excellent diggers. And I see here that she's holding her hands high and holding her hands up. To me, this represents a gift that you have with your hands. You're very good with your hands. You're very crafty. You're very healing. You have a duality in your personality. See, she's half serpent, half woman. Oh, there's Morsel. It's my little old man dog. Hi, buddy. Hi. There's Morsel. All right. This represents material possession and financial stability. So I drew the Four and the Five of Pentacles together, and the dual meaning is the combination suggests that you are holding onto your financial resources tightly due to some struggle or hardship you are facing. It can indicate that you may be feeling alone or isolated in your situation. The combination of these cards warns against the danger of holding onto financial security too tightly, and doing so may prevent you from experiencing new opportunities. It suggests an opportunity to be more flexible and open to change in your financial situation. In conclusion, the combination of the Four and Five of Pentacles emphasizes the importance of balance in financial matters. It reminds us that while financial stability is important, it's essential to remain open-minded and willing to adapt to change to achieve greater abundance and prosperity in the long run. Now, I went ahead and pulled a clarifier because that looks really good, like together. And then with the third one, the Three of Pentacles actually represents teamwork, collaboration, and skill development. And I'm getting teamwork makes dream work. That's a phrase I've heard people say. So you have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to take risks. You have to be willing to collaborate and work with other people. I see that you can use your duality and the intricacies of your personality and your skill set to connect with like-minded others and have wonderful projects and wonderful outcomes for you financially, all of you. I'm also getting here, I like this, the shaman. So you're a healer, and it goes hand in hand with here because the hands, the healing hands, you have healing hands. You not only work well with your hands, you're very creative, very hands-on, very hardworking, but you also have healing powers in your hands. Start learning about your palmistry. Learn what the lines on your hands mean. Look into that. Look at what your thumbprints mean. My sister actually just brought this up recently. So our different thumbprints are very spiritual in meaning. So that's something that you might want to look up. But I see abundance coming for you. I know there's been struggle. You had some sort of health issue, job loss. There was something that happened for you, but you pulled yourself up and you got back up, and here you are. Now you're going to collaborate with others. So then the gnome, or the dwarf, the gnome, similar. Stand on business. You're hardworking and you stand on business. All right. So I pulled past life oracles. And the first two that I pulled, so I did clarifiers for pretty much each of them. and those will be to the left. I pulled Native American and Love Life were the first two that I pulled. I'm getting that I'm speaking to somebody here of Native American ancestry. You have spiritual gifts. You embrace the spiritual side of your culture. Love life. This is twofold. You love life. You're in love with life itself. You're a genuinely happy person. You have true inner peace and inner joy. And also, you love life. And what does that refer to? Well, there's roses on here. It's not always been a bed of roses, but you always find something good. You always see the silver lining because you love life. The clarifier that I pulled was imprisonment or slavery, and that made me a little sad, because I feel like with the love life and the Native American, I feel like it was an interracial couple who loved each other so much, and they were kept apart. I'm just feeling that, not to be dark, but that's what I'm feeling here. And the two of you have met up in lives after that, and your souls keep meeting each other, and it's so beautiful in different forms, but it's the same, you know? So I'm seeing here that nothing can enslave this love, that you guys will keep meeting up life after life after life, and it's so beautiful. There is nothing that can enslave or imprison this love, this happiness, this joy. There's been a lot of savagery, a lot of horrible things throughout history that have happened to innocent people, and all because of their race, religion, culture, and really, it's due to greed, the love of money. Money isn't evil per se. Money can be spiritual. Money can be used for good things. But because of greed and the love of that money, it's just pulls out so much ugliness in humanity. But you love life, and you love all life, and you see the bigger picture. It's really, really beautiful. I see prosperity and abundance for you. I see love coming into your life. I do. There's been a lot of suffering, and you've been through a lot in this life and in your past lives. All right. So with the self-love deck, I pulled out, I am my own unique self. Everyone is unique and different. If we are like other people, then we are not expressing our specialness. Here I go again on my own. Yeah. And that silly 80s hairband song popped into my head while I was pulling these cards. The cool part about when I pulled this card is that these were stuck together. And this is like the explanation of the deck and the creator. Her name is Louise Hay. I'm just going to read this bottom part because I can actually read it without a magnifying glass or reading glasses. In the vast infinity of life, all is perfect, whole, and complete, and so are you. You are. You will always find that wholeness. Always, always. Okay, and next I pulled from the Alice in Wonderland deck, Believe, Strange Encounters. Okay, you've experienced some things that if you were to tell a lot of people, they would think you're crazy. And it's okay, I got you. I also pulled Find the Lesson, Discover the Purpose in a Situation, Trust that you are learning. Trust what your eyes see, what your ears hear. Trust your dreams, trust your intuition. Just because it seems crazy when you try to explain it to other people doesn't mean that it is. And if we didn't have people who were different and people who were willing to just like completely let their ego down and just dive inside their own selves, if we didn't have people like that, what would the world be like? The clarifier was choices. Feeling blocked, restrained. So I'm getting this kind of attachment here, feeling blocked, restrained with the financial. Try to be in an abundant mindset. Be fluid, be open-minded, take risks. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't beat yourself up for the bad choices that you've made. Believe in yourself and learn the lesson. What was the lesson from the choices that you made? Those three go hand in hand pretty well. What's the lesson? All right, the next that I pulled was from the crystal grid. And the first thing I pulled, I didn't even have to pull it. When I got the deck out, it just kind of was poking out of the bottom. And I'm like, so anytime that something is just poking out, or when I flip through, I set it all up, and I do this before I connect with you guys. And I do that because I'm only one person with two arms, and I don't have anything to hold up my tablet. So kind of holding it right now. But I will fix that situation. I will become more creative the way I do it. Sorry to go off on a tangent here, but I'm really excited for what's to come. So the pyrite actually represents luck, prosperity, and success. It's referred to as fool's gold, but you're no fool. You're no fool. The gold standard when it comes to crystals, pyrite attracts abundance, wealth, and prosperity. Known as fool's gold, pyrite encourages you to follow your dreams and envision your desires. Manifesting powers are high when this crystal is at play. Pyrite has that spark. Literally, pyrite can create fire when struck against another stone or metal, and is believed to contain the element of fire in its core. Pyrite also acts as a powerful protector, shielding you from negativity and protecting the integrity of your aura. Strike fast and don't look back. Strike fast, Leo and Mars. So Leo, that's a fire sign, definitely. Leo and Mars. So fire, I'm getting the fire stuff here. So we have the fire here as well. In the shaman, you are the fire. You are the fire. Your healing is the fire. Wow, that's awesome. Let's show you what the back of that card looks like. And yes, I have post-it notes. So I set all this up and everything and did some research. I'm learning. So, but I trust spirit. I trust my ancestors. I trust my energy. I trust my intuition. So I hope that in the obscurity of my weirdness, this finds somebody and resonates with them and helps them in some way. So I like the regular card deck. It's a bicycle, not a pinnacle. It's a bicycle deck. Cards like that can have spiritual meaning as well. So when I first got out the deck, I usually only draw 2 cards, but these were poking out. So the 3 of spades and the Jack of hearts came out together. And I've been getting a lot of 3s lately, a lot of 3s, a lot of 3s, a lot of 3s. And again, just like the other reading, 3 of diamonds. And then we have the Jack of clubs. So the 3 of diamonds actually represents financial growth, past, present, future of a relationship. It can also mean. It can also talk about creativity or scattered energy. It can refer to the Holy Trinity, friendship, love, fidelity. And the number 3 itself represents creativity and expansion. So, a lot of 3s. So you might have been born in March, or the number 3, or the number 33 might be significant to you. Since I drew 3, 4, and 5, all pentacles. We're all pentacles here, and this talks of money. This talks of hardship and struggle, and then it talks of abundance, and it talks of collaboration. I see a beautiful, beautiful spread of lives that you've lived through. Amazing, amazing. So you could be a Pisces or an Aries if you were born in March. With 3, 4, and 5, I'm getting all 4 elements. So you could be any sign, but I feel specifically that I'm talking to an Aries here because it's a fire sign and because we keep getting messages about fire. Literally, at the core of pyrite is fire. We got the fire here. All right. So I feel like I'm talking to a fire sign. Most definitely an Aries. Okay. So now let's pull from the magic hat. We don't want to show what's in there. Yeah, there's different kinds of cards and stuff. All right, piece of jewelry. All right, so you might be good at making jewelry. Your favorite color might be red. I don't know. I don't think we're talking to a Cancer here. This is ruby looking. Of course, it's plastic, but you might really, really be good at making jewelry, or this might be the creative venture you might want to go on, is some kind of a jewelry business. And you might want to collaborate with other people too. This might be very, very successful for you. Pulling from the magic hat. Got the magnifying glass. Okay. Look into your past. Look closely. Look at your ancestry. If you can do the family tree stuff, that would be wonderful. If you can check your DNA to see where you come from. I myself have a little bit of everything. I have some European, some Irish, even have a little tiny bit of like Scandinavian. I don't even remember all of it, but my sister did our DNA, and we are literally Heinz 57. So look into your ancestry, your DNA. You might be surprised. You might have been told that you had Native American in your blood, and you did not. Or you thought maybe you did. I mean, maybe you have high cheekbones. Maybe you just have this really beautiful, exotic look to you. And people may think that you are a nationality that you are not. Look it up. Check it out. Check out your past. All right. Go ahead and love yourself. That popped into my head. Oh. Love more, bark less. Love more, bark less. Yeah, so love more, complain less. Sometimes it's easier said than done when life challenges us, you know. We have the tendency to snap at other people even if we don't really mean to. And hopefully they forgive us. Oh, I got a ring. Okay, so choices, believe, and find the lesson. I think that you've been married. You might be married now, but I think I'm talking to somebody who is either divorced or was married in a past life. And you had to learn very powerful and painful lessons from the situation. Yeah, that's what I'm getting about your past. And all right, let's see. I know I'm a bit awkward. I'll get better. Oh wow. Again with the fire again. I am absolutely talking to a fire sign. This is a really cool thing. It's got a flint in there. You can put it on your keychain, and you're able to start a fire if you're like trapped in the wilderness or whatever. Hi 11. We are listening to Inner Lotus music on YouTube for the meditation tonight. Wow, fire, fire, fire. Fire, 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 literal fire, 3, diamonds under pressure. Wow, okay. Got these old weird keys. The can opener, keys, different lock keys. There's a lock box. There's a lock box that you're getting 2 jacks. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting an uncle or a father figure left you something in a lock box. It's very important. You need to go look at what that is. Bottle opener. You either like to drink or somebody in your family close to you likes to drink. And they're a beer person. Bottles of beer. Cars. Pink car. Pink paint. You have the key. You are the key. You are the oracle. All right. I guess in this obscurity of a weird reading, be willing to take risks and collaborate. Know that your financial hardships and health concerns, those are going to be resolved. I see success for you. I see love for you in your future. I see that you have struggled. You've been through very painful situations, but you walked through the fire and you forged yourself in fire. You've been able to reinvent yourself. You are the fire. You are the fire. And you can do anything that you set your mind to. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm going to leave it there. Much love. I bless you. I bless your loved ones. I bless this reading. And have a good evening. Bye.